Hello, and welcome to the MenoSpark podcast, where we talk about the menopause journey, the good, the bad, the ugly, and ways we can bring back the spark or zest for life during this transitional phase. This podcast is for women and those who love them going through either perimenopause, menopause, or the postmenopausal phase. I'm Allie Thies, your host and postmenopausal. I'm also working on my PhD in mind body medicine. I'm a menopause care provider and an integrative wellness coach. To find out more about me and how I can help you, please visit menopausewellness.co. And I'm looking for guests for the show. If you'd like to be a guest, I have links below in the show's notes. If you're a provider who help menopausal women along any length of the phase of the journey, one link is for you. And if you are a woman going through menopause, the other link is for you. I would love to talk about your journey. And I'm sure other women would love to listen about your journey because, ladies, you are not in this alone. I want to welcome you to episode 4 of MenoSpark. Today we're talking about something that might be creeping on you like a bad ex: high blood pressure. Menopause and hypertension often go hand in hand, but don't worry, we're here to break down why it happens and how you can keep your numbers in check. My blood pressure had always been 117 over 70 in that range, maybe 121 over 70 every once in a while. For the most part, 117 over 70 until I hit perimenopause. Now, mind you, nobody told me I was in perimenopause. I had to figure this out for myself. This is also when I started driving a school bus. The doctor thought, and I didn't think twice about it, hey, your new job is giving you high blood pressure. Went up to, God, what was it, 155 over 100. I about had a heart attack when I saw that. I discovered through my own research, not from any type of help from any medical professional, that this was indeed perimenopause, and that is why my blood pressure went up. The job may have had something to do with it, but for the most part, it was perimenopause. So, why does menopause mess with your blood pressure? That's something I wanted to know. If you thought menopause was just about hot flashes and mood swings, how about a low libido? Surprise! Your cardiovascular system also gets in on the action. Thanks to shifting hormones, your blood vessels lose some of their flexibility, making it harder for blood to flow smoothly. Add in weight changes, stress, and lifestyle habits, and boom, your blood pressure starts creeping on up. So, what's behind this spike? Well, first of all, we have estrogen decline. Estrogen helps keep the blood vessels flexible. When levels drop, arteries may stiffen, raising your blood pressure. We have increased stress levels. Thank you, menopause anxiety. Cortisol spikes don't do your heart, and it doesn't do your heart any favors when that cortisol goes up, right? We have a slower metabolism. Weight gain can increase the workload on your heart. Lifestyle factors, the things we love: caffeine, alcohol, salty, overprocessed food, can all push your numbers higher and higher. So, how high is too high? So, what's considered high blood pressure, right? What would you want to know? Ideally, your number should be around 120 over 80, maybe 120 over 70. If you're consistently hitting 130 over 80 or higher, it really is time for you to pay attention. If you're over 140 over 90, your heart is basically waving a red flag, saying, hey man, pay attention. So what are some signs that your blood pressure might be getting out of control? You have frequent headaches. You have dizziness or lightheadedness, blurred vision, shortness of breath, maybe even chest discomfort, which means, of course, anytime we have chest discomfort, what do? We call the doctor ASAP. One thing I have found for me, that when my blood pressure is high, not only do I have a headache, but it's like I can hear my heart pounding in my head. And then I know blood pressure is way too high and I need to do something ASAP to chill out and bring it back down again. So, what are some strategies you can use to keep the blood pressure in check? We don't need to make drastic um, changes to see results. Of course, if you go to your doctor and you talk about high blood pressure, they may put you on a high blood pressure pill. Okay. But you can also tweak your diet. You can load up on potassium rich foods like bananas, spinach, or maybe some sweet potatoes. back on those processed foods and excessive salt. Going out to eat, you have to eat smarter when you go out. Okay, no more can you get the extra value meal from McDonald's or Burger King's 5 pack with the chicken nuggets and the fries and the chili. Okay, your heart's going to thank you if you cut back on this stuff. Salads are good. Increase fiber intake with whole grains, like legumes. Did I say that right? Beans and leafy greens. You got to get moving, but make it fun. Okay, aim for at least 30 minutes of movement a few days a week. You can walk, swim, dance, something you actually enjoy so you stick with it. Have you ever wanted to take a dance class? Now is a good time to give it a shot. Want to try belly dancing? Good time to take a shot. And if you don't want to dance, in front of people, put music on in your house for a half an hour and just move with the rhythm. Okay. Three, manage stress before it manages you. You can try deep breathing, meditation, or heck, what I've done on several occasions is just yell into a pillow. It does work. I've listened to some really good guided meditations on YouTube. They're free. So if you don't want to spend any money on meditations, that's a good way to go. And I also like to daydream. I like to put on headphones, put on some music that I love, and daydream about things that are going spectacular. Even if they haven't happened yet, even if it's not in my life, I still like to think about it. It makes me incredibly happy, and my blood pressure goes down. And of course, reduce screen time before you go to bed to improve sleep quality. There, I can say that. Yeah, down the screen use. It was tough for me. I like scrolling through TikTok. I like going on Instagram, zooming through Facebook, see what everyone's doing, see what's up, but you can't do that. And I know most devices nowadays have is it like a blue screen? It's supposed to be easy on your eyes that can come on at night, like an hour before you go to bed. So that you might want to check your phone or your tablet or maybe your computer and see if it has that. Hydration. You want to do smart beverage choices. So more water, less caffeine and alcohol. It's simple, but it really is more effective. And I know less caffeine and less alcohol is a bummer for a lot of us Gen X, but it's time. We really had enough alcohol in our teens and 20s. Really? And always check your numbers regularly. They have home blood pressure monitors. Get one, use it. Keep track of trends and bring your findings back to your doctor visits. So if you're taking your blood pressure at home, when it goes in, see when it goes up, see when it's down, see when it's level. Um, and that way you keep note of it and take it to your doctor the next time the two of you talk. So if lifestyle changes aren't bringing your numbers down, of course, what I mentioned earlier, it might be time to talk to your doctor. There are plenty medication options available. And I was on one the entire time I was driving that school bus. So for 7 years, I was on a blood pressure pill. I'm not right now. I've managed to control it through diet and my daydreaming slash meditation a day and just keeping my stress low. But I do have regular doctor visits to check to make sure I am still keeping my blood pressure low. If it starts to climb up in the danger range again, then by golly, I'm going to get myself back on medication because I don't want any issues with my blood pressure. Now, I know menopause already has enough surprises, doesn't it? We really didn't need high blood pressure crashing into our party. With a few lifestyle tweaks and regular monitoring, you can keep your heart healthy and strong. Now, next week, we're still going to be talking about the heart because this is Heart Healthy Month. And we're going to talk about cholesterol changes because, yes, that changes as well. So I want to thank you for tuning in here at MenoSpark, where menopause gets the spark it deserves. Until next time, keep those numbers in check and take care of yourself. Again, thank you for hanging with me today. And if you like what you heard, please take a moment to rate and review the episode. The more people who listen, the more people I can help through this effing menopause. And speaking of helping others, remember to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Substack for even more tips, tricks, and inspiration. But last but not least, if no one has told you today, you are fabulous. Take care of yourself and remember, you're not doing this alone. All right? I'll catch you next time.